Now, the subject that I like to go into tonight is going to be a very, very important subject, and it's called a warning to the black Israelites. Now, I chose this very important subject, warning to the black Israelites, to go into because some information was inboxed to me by a fellow Hebrew Israelite brother, in which he informed me that Hollywood is in the process right now of producing a film that depicts the black Hebrew Israelites as an extremist and radical organization. You see, the government right now is in the beginning process of the persecution of all black Hebrew Israelites across America. Now, the name of this movie is called Asher, and it's starring Danny Glover and Mekhi Phifer. And in this movie, they're depicting all black Hebrew Israelites as radicals and extremists, and that they're trying to paint us now somehow as domestic terrorists. So what they're doing now is they're trying to mold and shape the people's minds against us before the actual physical persecution actually comes. You see, in order to come out and persecute us, they have to first shape the people's mind, deceive the people's mind into making them think that there is a black extremist, black radical, domestic terrorist group within the domestic confines of America, so that when they come out and begin to physically persecute us, there will not be a national outcry anywhere throughout America, because the black Hebrew Israelites are an extremist radical group that could be branded and labeled a domestic terrorist group. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to mold and shape the people's minds against us. So this is a warning to all the Hebrew Israelite camps throughout America. To all the brothers out there on YouTube making YouTube videos just as I am. This is a warning to all the Israelite camps throughout America, to all the brothers on YouTube, that this is the beginning process now of the persecution that Yeshua HaMashiach told us. The scriptures told you that we would be persecuted, and that this is going to be the beginnings of our sorrows and troubles, where now this modern day Roman Empire is now trying to shape the people's minds against us before they physically come out against us and persecute us physically. What I invite all of you brothers and sisters to do, get on the internet, and I want you to Google Danny Glover Asher, and I want you to read the article of how this movie is in production right now. It's expecting to come out around 2012, the summer of 2012. I want all you brothers and sisters to keep your eyes open for this movie Asher, because this movie is trying to depict us as an extremist radical group, an organization of domestic terrorists that are plotting and planning to do some type of physical act against the United States. You see, before martial law is implemented in America, the government must have a scapegoat. The government must have some type of horrendous act to happen in order for them to implement martial law. Well, now what they're trying to do, they're trying to paint us now as this new domestic terrorist organization within the domestic confines of America to persecute us, to shape the people's minds against us so that they could implement martial law. Now, this movie Asher, as I told you, is the beginning process of the persecution of all of us, of all of the Hebrew Israelites across America. So again, I want you to go onto the internet, and I want you to Google Danny Glover Asher and read the article on how they're trying to depict us as a radical, extremist, fundamental domestic terrorist organization. Although there are several different Israelite camps throughout America, we all believe and understand that the so-called Negroes scattered throughout North, South, Central America, throughout the Isles of the Caribbean, and up in Canada comprise and make up the original lost and found 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, and we are the Most High's chosen people. So they've been watching us, and they have been aware of the black Israelites for many years. They've watched the beginning process of us in the beginning, and they've watched us evolve throughout the decades. So now what they're trying to do now is they're trying to mold the people's minds against us before they actually strike and take out action against us. This is a warning now to all the brothers out there. This is a warning to all the camps that we need to stop fussing and fighting amongst one another. GMS, Great Millstone, you need to stop fighting with Yohana in the Israelite school of UPK, because the persecution is coming at a higher level. You brothers got to stop this bickering and arguing that's going on between y'all, because we see now that this is the beginning process of our tribulation in America. Not that we should be worried, because we know the Most High got us. We know that the Most High, through his beloved Son, is going to destroy America, and we know that this government is going to fall. We understand that. We know that because the biblical prophecies tell us. But we cannot be at odds with one another, going at each other's throats, while we have the enemy, the overall enemy, the real enemy, plotting and planning against us behind closed doors. And again, this is just the beginning process. This is just the gateway for him to mold the people's minds against us. Be careful. Open your eyes, open your third eye, and pay close attention to what's going on in the next coming months. Because this movie is to hit the movie screens around the summer of 2012. You understand? So this is what we have to understand now. Yeshua HaMashiach told us that the Israelites, us, our people, we would be persecuted for our beliefs in him, regardless of what name you brothers call him. Yeshua, Yahweh, Christ, whatever name we call him, we know that he is the Messiah and he is the exalted King of Israel. Okay, and we know that the Most High, Father Yah, is our Creator, and we know that he promised us that he was going to redeem us and persecute Esau, the so-called white man, for all of the evil that he has done against our nation. Now, in the article that I read, it talks about how the Israelites are preaching against the Illuminati, and how the Israelites are informing the world about this New World Order conspiracy that the Illuminati has been plotting and planning for decades, which is true. But this movie is trying to paint us as fanatics, as extremists, as we're out of our mind, we're delusional, to make the people look at us as a bunch of conspirators that really don't know what we're talking about. That's the purpose of why they're doing this. You see, this process was done before. There was a movie that came out back, I believe, in the early 1900s called The Birth of a Nation, in which they depicted our nation as savage, as uncivilized, warmongers, whoremongers, and it was done to shape the people's minds against black people in America. And this movie was produced by the Ku Klux Klan. It's called Birth of a Nation. And what that movie did, it began to mold and shape white people's minds against blacks, so that any violent act that they wanted to commit against us, they were able to commit this act, and it was permissible, because blacks are uncivilized and savage anyway. So now what they're trying to do now, they're trying to depict us in the same way with this new movie called Asher, in which they're trying to depict and paint the black Israelites as an extremist organization. I told y'all this. If you go to my show, Power of the Internet, I told y'all that this is the beginning process of the persecution of all the Israelites throughout America. So we're not to be afraid. We're not to be worried, because we know that the Most High and Yeshua HaMashiach got our protection. And we know that anything that the so-called white man does to us, the Most High will bring that upon his own head. The scriptures told you, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. The scriptures also told you that he that touches you touches the apple of my eye. We are the apple of the Most High's eye. And what the so-called white man, what Esau does not realize in coming against us, he's actually coming against the Most High. The scriptures tell you, he that despises not man, but the Most High. So they're foolish in their foolish attempts to try to persecute us. They're actually deeming their own fate. That's the foolishness of the so-called white man. He's a fool, and his empire and his kingdom is going to fall. Yes, we do teach that. Yes, we do teach that the Illuminati is plotting a New World Order conspiracy. Yes, we do teach that it is them that is orchestrating all the evil and all the wickedness upon planet Earth. Yes, we do teach that. Yes, we do teach that the government of America, along with the Illuminati, has a conspiracy to destroy black people. Yes, we do teach that. Yes, we do teach that they bring the drugs into America. Yes, we do teach that. Yes, we do teach that the white man is the devil. He is the seed of Satan. He is the children of Esau. He is the Edomites prophesied and predicted in the scriptures. Yes, we do teach that. We do teach a day in which the Most High is going to eradicate him off the earth. Yes, we do teach that. We teach a day that the Most High is going to retrieve us and give us the kingdom of divine rule and divine salvation forever and ever. Yes, we do teach that. But what he is trying to do, he is trying to sway the people into turning against us, so that when he begins his persecution against us, there will not be a national outcry anywhere. So I told you, brothers, in the power of the internet show that I did, I told you that they're aware of us. They listen to us on YouTube. They take videos of us. They take pictures of us. They wiretap us. They listen to our videos. They monitor our computers. They are very aware of who we are, because they know that this word is coming out now. And they know that it's the beginning of the downfall of their kingdom. They know this. So in order to hold on to that last stand of power, that last grip of control and domination, they have to try to persecute the servants of the Most High. And we, black Hebrew Israelites, we are the true servants of the Most High. Again, yes, we do teach that. And we teach a day, again, that the Most High is going to rescue us, retrieve us, and crush our enemies. So this was a warning to all the brothers out there, to all the sisters out there that are believers in this word. Keep making your YouTube videos. Keep going out there teaching the word. Read that article as I explained to you. Google Danny Glover, Asher, and you read the article and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I thank the brother Pharisees Obliviator for sending me that inbox message. And I read it, and a fire ignited in me when I saw it. Because this is the beginning of the process now that Yeshua told us. He told us that we would be persecuted for our belief in him. Now, to some of the brothers, some of the Israelite groups out there that do not accept Yeshua, well, I can't do anything about that. But to all the brothers out there who do accept Yeshua HaMashiach, who do believe that he is the king and savior of the nation of Israel, that will be sitting upon the throne of David in his 1,000-year millennial reign, according to the book of Revelation, the 20th chapter. To you brothers out there, and to you sisters that believe on Yeshua, this is a message to all of us, but this is divinely a message. This is a straight message to you, a divine message to you, because you believe 100% in the total book from Genesis to Revelations. And you believe, according to the prophecies, that Yeshua is going to be sitting upon the throne of David, and that all the nations are going into captivity and slavery, according to the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter. And Esau is going to be eradicated. Go and listen to my show, Fall of the White Man's World. Now, with that said, I want you brothers and sisters to go and Google that article. And I want you to keep your eyes open for this video, not this video, but this movie that's coming out in the future. See, it was way past due. It was way past time that they actually come out and actually acknowledge us publicly. For years they've tried to keep the Israelites under wraps. For years they tried to ignore us. They would pump up other religious organizations and religious leaders and basically try to ignore us. But see, there's so many Hebrew Israelite brothers coming out now. There's so many YouTube videos coming out now. There's so many different camps across America sprouting out now. See, the scriptures told you in the last days the Most High was going to pour his spirit upon us, and our sons would prophesy. You understand? And this is showing Esau that he's in the last days now of his rule, according to the Apocrypha. When you read 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 7. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follows. So they know that their empire is going down. They know that they're going to fall. But again, in order to come out against us, they first have to sway the people's minds against us. So this is a propaganda movie to paint us as extremists, as radicals, and domestic terrorists. We have committed no terrorist acts. We have committed no violent acts. Only thing we have in our hand, which is the most powerful weapon of all, is the Bible, including the Apocrypha, which is the Bible. That's all we have. That's all we have in our possession. We do not carry guns. We don't arm ourselves with any type of explosives. We have not plotted any type of terrorist acts. We don't roll that way. And to anyone out there who is not Israel, who's listening, and you know who I'm talking to, your persecution against us is a wicked persecution, because we've committed no crime. We've committed no violent act. But I understand the prophecies that you must do what you do. You must do what you have to do. In order for the kingdom of divine rule to be made manifest, you must do what you do. The scriptures told us, fear not him, or fear not that which can kill the body, but fear that which can kill the soul and the body, and that's the Most High. So we don't fear you. Bring on your persecution. It's a beautiful thing to suffer for the Most High in Yeshua HaMashiach. So with that, I want all the brothers to stay strong in this word. This was a warning to all the Israelite camps throughout America. Y'all brothers, some of y'all brothers, not all of y'all, but some of y'all got to stop fighting amongst yourselves and look at the overall objective. Look at the overall objective that Esau has. This is the beginning of our sorrows. But in the beginning of our sorrows, it's also going to be the beginning of our kingdom. It's going to be the beginning of our salvation. So I want all the brothers out there to stay strong and don't fret. Don't worry about it, but keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open for this movie that's supposed to come out. And it's funny, they went and got two popular stars, two black popular celebrities that we all revere and admire, which we know that they're all Boule Illuminati controlled puppets to those of us that have light, whose third eye is truly open. But again, this was a way to get the mass majority of the black community to go to this movie and watch it, when they got prominent black entertainers like Mekhi Phifer and Danny Glover to play in this movie, so that the mass majority of the black population will flood to the movies. The mass population of white America will flood to this movie. So that, and another thing, when the mass majority of the black population go to the movies and watch this, this will make a lot of brothers and sisters want to stay away from us, would not want to indulge in even a conversation with us, would denounce us. You understand? So this is a way of keeping black people away from hearing the word of the Most High also. You understand? So using these two popular entertainers and putting out a propaganda movie about us this way would make the mass majority of young black America denounce us, not want to hear and listen to our message of what we're trying to expound on. And what we're trying to do is save our people's souls, rescue the 1/3 of our people from the midst of the population of the masses of our people. So this was a way to try to shun the majority of black America from listening to us. Again, they kept us under wraps for as long as they could. But through the power of the internet, the black Hebrew Israelites are springing up all over YouTube. We're everywhere. And we're all across America, and we're all across the world teaching. So they can't contain us anymore. So they have to paint us in a negative light in order to sway black America away from us. So with that, I want you brothers to stay in prayer. And I want you to keep your eyes open in the future. And with that, shalom.